Good morning, all.
Morning.
It's wonderful to see people here in the middle of summer on such a warm day. Um, as Tina introduced me, I'm Ron Taber from the Orange County Buddhist Church, a minister assistant there. Not an assistant minister, a minister assistant. This morning, I know we're in a Shin temple and we're of the Shin tradition, but there are many traditions in Buddhism. And one of them that we don't probably pay enough attention to, and one that I don't hear too much about when I attend Shin services, is the tradition of Zen. Now, most people, when they hear the word Buddhism, think right away of Zen. People in the outside world, the secular world. Zen's a very, very tiny word, just 3 letters. It's a little word, but it holds a powerful and mystical attraction. We say very Zen to describe the spiritual, the uncluttered, and the serene. I think when we come into a Buddhist temple or go to a Japanese garden, probably the first thought, this is so Zen-like, so Zen-like. We use the word Zen in our everyday language without really thinking about what a powerful tradition Zen is. Now, it requires us to think a little differently. You can't just listen to me. You have to kind of follow my thoughts and kind of churn the words in your own mind to come out with what Zen is trying to get you to realize. You see, Zen is a way of seeing the world where the only moment is now, where things are what they are, where we see with the eyes of a child and not with eyes grown stale from routine. Where the past is the past, and yet we learn from it. Where the future is yet to come, but its mystery will be revealed in our next breath. And so we are left with the present moment. So I ask, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you learning? And the question is often more beautiful sometimes than the answers. What is the answer? Right, no response. That's the correct answer. Then I ask, what is the question? I thought about this Dharma message a couple of months ago, in June, when I visited my mom in Las Vegas for her 97th birthday. And she's in a memory assistant facility, and her memory needs a lot of assistance right now. And physically, for 97, she's doing pretty good, but mindfully, no. But one of the caregivers there, who I know quite well, and she knows that I'm a Buddhist, said I must be very happy that my mom is now able to live in the present. I said, what do you mean? Well, she has no idea what happened a few minutes ago, and she has no idea where she's going in the next few minutes, so she's just in the present. I thanked her, and I thought about it, and I said, well, how can you be in the present and have meaning in that present moment if you don't learn from the past and you cannot think about the future? And so I know in Buddhism, we always talk about stay in the present moment. Don't live in the past. Don't attach to the past. Don't worry about the future. But I think the present moment is defined meaningfully if we can learn from the past, connect the past to the present, and then connect the present to the next moment, the future. Now, Zen does not like to use a lot of words. Here I am using a whole bunch of words for you. But words, pictures, and objects, and according to Zen, can never substitute for the direct experience. Let me give you an example. To talk about bulls is not the same as being in the bull ring. That's an old Spanish proverb. And just recently, the summer sumo tournament concluded, and my wife and I are avid sumo fans. And we always talk about how each wrestler has done. And one night I said to her, I said, you know, Alice, it's not the same. It's not the same to talk about sumo and to criticize the sumo wrestler's move, or why did he not do this, or why did he do that. It's not the same as being in the ring. those 400-pound wrestlers. Pictures. An ancient Chinese saying goes, a painting of a rice cake does not satisfy hunger. How often have you gone to a museum to see an art exhibit? I have, because Alice, my wife, loves to go to museums as much as she loves to go shopping. And I go along, and pretty soon I'm getting sore feet, my lower back is hurting, and then my stomach starts to growl, and I start thinking about almost lunchtime. Glass of wine and a tuna melt or something would taste really good. And then I see a picture, a painting of a still life, maybe a bottle of wine, some fruit, some cheese, some bread. That looks beautiful, but I'm still hungry. It does not satisfy my hunger. Objects. Take a pot. We shape clay into a pot, but it is really the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want to put into that pot. But we must use words. But we must give them time to marinate into our heart mind so that we may touch the essence of the reality of life. Take love, for example. Words are insufficient to communicate the essence of love because it's immediate, dynamic. Actually, love is life. If someone asked you to tell me what love is, would you find the words to really describe what love is? So right now I'd like to read a little short story. You see, Zen uses riddles, known as koans. It also uses short stories to get its point across. And as usual, I bring a book for your Dharma school. And this one is Zen Socks by John Muth. He's the author of Zen Shorts, Zen Ties. Just a wonderful teacher for children. His books always feature a giant panda named Stillwater. And Stillwater is the teacher. And he often encounters little children in the neighborhood. And through stories, simple stories, he teaches them the essence of life, which is what Zen is. So in this particular case, I'm just going to start in the middle. It's a cookie story. I think all of us can relate to cookies. So Stillwater is the panda, and Leo is his next door neighbor, a little 10-year-old kid. So Leo went to visit Stillwater, and Leo said, let's play. Well, what are we going to play? Asked Stillwater. Leo said, giant robots. I brought your favorites. Oh, you brought Blue Lightning Man and Sis Boom Ba? Asked Stillwater. Yep, said Leo proudly. I'll be the good guys, and you, Stillwater, will be the bad guys. Great, said Stillwater. I love the bad guys. But first, said Stillwater, have a cookie. Oh, but don't take that one. I want to eat that one. It's the biggest. Oh, and don't take that one. It has more chips. I like a lot of chips. They're my favorite. Here, you can have this one. It's small and it's broken. No, wait, this one is even smaller. Finally, Leo said, Stillwater, you're keeping all the good ones for yourself. That's mean. There are only 5 cookies. I want to be sure I get the best ones, said Stillwater. You are being selfish, said Leo. You are being a bad guy. Stillwater bowed, and he held a plate out for Leo. That is right. Please take whichever cookie you like. Have you ever wanted all the best cookies for yourself? Asked Stillwater. Leo nodded. I have too, said Stillwater. I guess bad guys don't always think they are being bad guys, said Leo. Well, that is our struggle, said Stillwater. Thinking if we get all the best things for ourselves, we will be happier. Stillwater picked up his robot. Okay, let's play. I'm a bad guy. Wait, said Leo. No good guys. No bad guys. Just follow me. And they went out through the kitchen and into the green of the backyard. Very simple story, yet it illustrates the point of when I go shopping sometimes with Alice, I'm a quick shopper. I just go in, grab whatever's on the list or whatever's in my head, and out I go. But Alice looks over everything, turns it upside down this way and that, puts it back, takes another one, looks, and I say, what are you doing? Well, I don't want to buy something that is damaged or bruised or whatever. And so she's picking the best ones, and I said, well, what about the ones that you put back on the shelf? Other people are going to have to buy them then. Well, yeah, let the other people buy them. So in a way, she's being a bad girl. And so that's how Zen likes to teach. Essentially, what is our basic core spiritual problem? Against all the enormous odds we face daily, how should we behave? How should we act? Kindness works, generosity works, compassion works, humility works. Not every time, but always. It is said that it is far more impressive when others discover your good qualities without your help. Pride only makes us artificial, but humility makes us real. One final little Zen story. D.T. Suzuki wrote in 1938 that the Zen master does not believe that the meaning of life can be understood intellectually. Rather, he believes in realizing peace through the everyday experiences of life. So Suzuki Sensei tells the following story of Tenyo Dogo, a Zen master who had a disciple named Shoshin. When Shoshin was a novice, he expected lessons in Zen from Dogo, but no special lessons came from the master, and time passed. And finally one day, Shoshin said to Master Dogo, "It is some time since I came here, but not a word has been given me regarding the essence of the teaching." Dogo replied, "Since your arrival, I have been giving you lessons. When you bring me a cup of tea, I take it. When you serve me a meal, I accept it. When you bow to me, I return it with a nod. How else do you expect to be taught in the mental discipline of Zen?" This only confused Shoshin, and he had no response. Finally, the master said, "If you want to see right at once. And when you begin to think, that's when you miss the point." Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Das. Namo Das.